This week we're talking about posh belts. The first must-have accessory of this season is not a bag or a shoe, but a belt, a posh belt. And by posh belt I mean, it's not really a technical term, but by posh belt I mean probably not a leather belt, not a belt that you'd wear with jeans, and really a belt that kind of looks a bit like jewellery. That's what these belts look like. It's also a belt that you're going to wear and look posh in. So we're not talking about a belt that you're going to wear with jeans and a white t-shirt, but one that you're going to put over a smart dress or even a smart coat as a styling tip that you will see everywhere this season. So this one here I'm wearing today does basically look like a necklace, like a massive necklace that you've got around your waist, and is a very simple way of making a completely plain black dress look a bit different this season. One of the most popular on the catwalk, we saw it a bit last season, and then for the haute couture collection at Christian Dior, which was a big number because it was the first one by the new designer, Raf Simons, and it was all a big snazzy ta-da. They had these belts which were kind of metal, look like big wedding rings around your waist. That's kind of the idea. It's a bit, it's kind of a bit 50 Shades of Grey. It looks a bit weird and bondagey, but kind of when you wear it with a really nice tailored dress or coat, it's actually a very elegant look because it's just very, very clean in its line. There's no buckle, there's none of that kind of like leather that goes a bit kind of squishy. This one is from Matthew Williamson. It looks like a cake tin or something that you've lost the base of, but I promise you that is actually genuinely a belt. One thing you can't say for this trend is that it's massively forgiving on having a big lunch. So you probably want to wear that in mind when you decide where to wear it to. This one here is a kind of, looks like an enormous, well, it's like an enormous kind of gold snake on a chain, but it's actually a belt, and definitely a statement-making accessory. This one here is Martin Margiela, and as you'd expect from that label, which is always a bit kind of witty and clever, this is half and half. So from the front it does look like a black leather belt, is a black leather belt in fact, and from the back it's kind of like a perspex ring, so it sort of doesn't look like you're wearing a belt at all. Here we have Christian Dior. Again, this does have a buckle, but it's been done in the most minimal fashion, so it's got one of those little hooks that you can plug it in there, and just joins with this little metal piece here. It is actually leather, but treated to look like plastic. I'm quite sure there's going to be this kind of look in the high street very soon. I'd say check out Zara in about 2 weeks. And then lastly, I mean, this is really, I'm not really sure we call this a belt so much as just sort of waist jewellery, because really that is what it is, but really very beautiful as a piece of waist jewellery. I think that is one thing to bear in mind with this trend, is that if you're wearing this, you probably don't need to add the necklace and the earrings and the bracelet and the cocktail rings as well, because you are wearing quite a bit of bling already.